Crypto.XL, where we uncover the hidden gems of the crypto market. Are you ready to discover the next big thing in investing? Get ready to embark on an exhilarating journey with us as we hunt for small-cap coins with the potential to explode. Join us as we dive deep into the world of small-cap cryptocurrencies, exploring their untapped potential and uncovering opportunities for growth that could turn your investment into a fortune. Whether you're a seasoned investor looking for the next big winner or a newcomer eager to learn the ropes, Crypto.XL is your ultimate destination for insightful analysis, expert tips, and the latest trends in the small-cap crypto market. Remember, this is not financial advice. Only invest money you can afford to lose. Don't miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Hit that subscribe button and join us on this thrilling adventure to uncover small-cap gems that could skyrocket your portfolio to new heights. Let's make 50-100x gains together.
Good day, guys. This is Crypto.XL, back today with more crypto updates and news. And as predicted, the Ethereum ETF has passed.
Crypto.XL, and we are live. Hey team, hi guys. So it looks like things are falling into place. Things are going according to plan. There is going to be short-term volatility, or there will be volatility, period. But we are right in front of the banana zone. We are very, very close to where things are going to change. And once it changes, it's going to be dramatic. The time for acquiring altcoins is now. If you don't have any already, I will be trying to get some right now. Right? If I didn't have any altcoins at all, I'd be worried. I'd be very worried. I'd be concerned. Right? There's always going to be some opportunities, but I would not want to run the risk of prices running away from me. I keep mentioning this 10x. When these moves happen, it could cause a 10x in the strongest projects, especially the small cap strong projects, the ones that are really, really small, and that could happen really, really fast. And if it does, again, trying to buy something when it just went 10x and you get like a 20% pullback or some kind of pullback, there's a lot of risk, right? There's more danger in doing that. It's better to just get in now or to get in early. Also, yes, let me put the disclaimer out there that none of this is financial advice. This is just my opinion. So as we've seen in the past, we are now in the halving year of BTC. It's Q4. It's Q4 of the halving year of BTC. And the last 3 months of the year, October, November, December, are the months of some of the biggest gains in the 4-year cycle. This 4-year cycle, what's going on is that there is mass adoption is about to take place, or should I say it's taking place right now with the advent of the ETFs from BlackRock, Fidelity, ARK Invest, and others. We have Ethereum, we have the Ethereum ETFs. I was going to say the Ethereum ETF, but it's actually plural, right? It's many. We have Ethereum ETFs. We have the possibility of a Solana ETF. We also are going to have more ETFs coming out in the future. So, are we going to have diminishing returns? Meaning, is Bitcoin going to do less multiples than it has in the past? It's possible and it's likely, but you never know. We might do more multiples in the last cycle. It's possible in Bitcoin. At this point, anything's on the table. I will say though that betting on how many multiples we have, yay or nay, is not really where the battle is. The battle is not won, or not. That's not the battle you should be fighting. What you should be fighting for is to make sure that you get the correct position at the correct time, right? So you fight to get your position in, and the second thing you fight for is when to DCA out, getting your money out. So what does that really boil down to? It boils down to that's timing the 4-year cycle, right? You really have to make sure that you time the 4-year cycle correctly. You're not trying to do the exact day or the exact month, but you want to make sure that you get in the altcoins before we start having those parabolic legs up. It's quite likely to happen really, really soon, right? I mean, it's for more than 2 years I've been talking about Q4 of 2024. Q4 of 2024 is upon us. And I'm not really concerned with the exact month. I mentioned October, right? And I'm thinking October is going to be phenomenal. But if you look at September, we're actually green in September, right? We're actually green in September. So if we're green in September, that means that we'll probably be more green in October. I think this might end up being a stronger cycle than everyone is anticipating. It's possible that it is, right? Again, I don't know for sure, but my main emphasis is not on focusing or whether or not this cycle is stronger than the last or weaker than the last. My main focus is to make sure that I acquire really strong quality assets at a very, very low price, which will in turn lower my risk when it's time for me to DCA out. When it's time for me to take profit, I'll be able to take some of my bag out, which will guarantee the cost, my entry cost, and which will also leave me in profit. And then the rest of it, I could just let ride, okay? So Q4 of 2025 is supposed to be the peak of the cycle. And again, how do I know that we won't have pumps way up by the middle of 2025 and then a steep retracement like how we had in 2021? What if we go way up, Q1 of 2025, and then we end up having a 50% retracement after we blast up? By buying early, it allows me to take profit, and then I could keep the rest in there. I don't have to trade. By trading, I mean I don't have to go in and out. Like I take the money out and then I'm like, no, wait, let me put some back because I'm looking for 20% here or 40% there. And this is the way that people get wrecked, right? Let's say you make a lot of money in crypto and you've taken profit Q1 of 2025, and it's life-changing profit. It's significant where, yes, it's life-changing, right? You can make decisions and do things that you couldn't do before. And let's say that we end up going way higher than when you've taken your profit, and you're looking at this, and it seems like, you can get another 15x if you were to go back in the market. And so you're like, well, it's simple. I mean, it's surely going to do another 15x in this particular crypto, so I'm going to put my money in. And then you put your money in, and then the market ends up crashing 70% of whatever you bought. This is a way that a lot of people get wrecked. A lot of people that are in profit, they take profit, and then they continue to watch the market. And that's what we've done, right? We're crypto investors, so we've been watching the market for a very long time. And so they watch the market and they see that it's still going up. And they're like, well, if I didn't take profit so early, I could have had 5 times what I have now. You know what? I'm going to put some back in. And the second you put it back in, a week later, a couple days later, week later, it crashes. All right, so to avoid all of that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy early. I'm going to buy the coins that I have conviction in early. So if we end up going all the way to Q4 of 2024, I will still have some crypto in the market. The reason being is I have such a big bag. I'll have so much crypto that, I could afford to keep some in there. And if those go to zero, then I'll be fine. I'll be okay with that too. I mean, I've been accumulating the launch pads. So another thing is that should this go way higher than we thought it would go, should we actually extend to 2026, if that's even possible, I will still have some launch pads. I'm not going to completely get out of the market. And I want to be clear, what I keep in the market at that point, I will assume that it's going to zero. So I will have a small bag, a small amount there that I'm going to assume it's going to go to zero. But I want to make sure that I have some crypto at all times, just in case that something happens that we don't predict, right? So the reason why I'm doing this, to be clear, is because I want to eliminate the FOMO, because I know myself. I don't think it's going to happen, to be clear. But should Bitcoin go above 150, 300K, and should we still remain high for some reason, maybe the ETFs, I don't think it's going to happen, by the way. I want to clarify that. But should this continue and extend and last a little bit longer than we thought, because I don't know, there's a dollar crisis, currency crisis, because now the price point of Bitcoin has exceeded all expectations. We didn't think it was going to go this high. Should that all happen, I know that I'm going to feel like I'm missing out, because I already took my profit, I'm out of the market, and I'm done. I'm going to feel like I'm missing out. And since I know I'm going to feel like I'm missing out, I'll still have some launch pads, and I will still be getting some launch pad projects. Because if that scenario happens, which is highly unlikely, if it does happen, those projects will still be getting, 50x, 80x, 100x. So that will take care of that little bit of FOMO. And I will be using some profits that I've made during the bull market. So it will basically be house money, right? It'll be house money. It'll be free, right? So if that goes to zero, it goes to zero. And I'll be able to lose that and just write it off. But I do feel that if this market repeats what it has repeated in 2020 leading into 2021, the amount of gains that we're talking about here are double-digit gains, are exceptional, phenomenal, so high that it seems unrealistic. Because the numbers that these cryptos have done in the past, if you look at from 2020 going into 2021, and this is just, okay, so that was from 2020 going to April of 2021, right? When we saw the first wave, that's when Bitcoin went to around 64K, right? It went from, remember, the lows in the bear market in 2020 or the COVID lows were 3,200. So Bitcoin went from 3,200 to 64,000. So could you imagine what the altcoins have done during that time span? Was just, 80x's, 100x's. These were commonplace, right? Also to note, in 2021, after Bitcoin hit 64,000, there was a huge retracement, almost a 50% retracement. So it went all the way down to the 30,000s. So you could imagine how many people came in when they saw the market just going up, and they're like, oh my God, I can't miss out because the stock market's giving me 15%, but Bitcoin, the altcoins are giving me, they're giving 1,000, 2,000%. I have to get in. And they got in. And then the market tanked and went 50% down, right? So to avoid that FOMO, that point right there, it was at this point they knew. To avoid that FOMO, I'm going to make sure I have launch pads. I'm going to make sure I buy early when no one wants the launch pads. Like now, I'm going to make sure I have a decent position in them. And we're just going to be printing this entire bull market. We're just going to just print, just keep printing, and that's it. We're going to be taking profit. And whatever is still in there come Q4 2025, we'll just let it ride, right? We'll let it ride. If we have a magical, if we're lucky enough to get the magical pumps, last bull market, there were altcoins, launchpad altcoins that did 300x. Kid you not. There was one that did 700x from a launchpad. 700x. Again, to avoid the FOMO, because there will be FOMO. There'll be FOMO like you've never seen in your life. To avoid the FOMO, I'm going to make sure I have launchpad tokens. Should we, again, at some point, see these unexpected, outrageous, ludicrous lottery pick returns, I will be making sure that I'll be able to get these coins at IDO, at pre-sale, what have you. And should they go to zero, then they go to zero. But by the time we start getting projects that go to zero, these other projects that have done 80x, 100x, 200x, they would have paid for my entire bag. They would have paid for the launchpad tokens that I'm buying now. They would have been paying. They would have paid for any losses I incurred. You know, these Uniswap swapping fees, all of that will be paid for. My initial investment, how much I've invested during the bear market and during the start of the bull run for the altcoins, all of this would have been paid for from IDOs that start going completely ballistic haywire. And I want to be clear, what I think is about to happen, just so you know, is that these launchpad projects, we've seen just a small little bump from January to March. That project started going 20x, some of them 30x on the launchpad. We even had some at 100x's actually. We've seen them start doing some numbers, and this was in an environment that was not the altcoin bull market. This was not alt season, right? This was a taste of what alt season could be, because we've seen from January to March the altcoin market being revived, getting some air pumped back into the lungs, right? So the body's not dead. And then we've had a retracement. So we've come back down to the foundation, to the starting point, to support, right? The support between the crypto market, excluding top 10 versus Bitcoin. We're now at the support line. We've just started to move up a little bit. And we're right on the verge of altcoin season. Very, very close. So it would behoove me to get my bag as big as possible. And since I know that I'm going to be a FOMO person, to control, know yourself first of all, know what, you know, how what you're going to do in the future and how you're going to think and what your emotions are going to be. Pretend, you know, brainstorm or close your eyes and picture it being actually altcoin season and everything is going up. Things are doing multiple. Solana is $500. Ethereum is going crazy. It's no longer dead. Even Cardano is over $1.29. All of these coins are waking up. Everything's going haywire. All these little micro cap, teeny tiny coins we're talking about are now 15, 20x. What do you feel like doing? Oh, I get paid on Friday. I get paid. Oh man, I'm doing really good now, but if I had more Dex check, man, I could retire off of this. What are you going to be thinking at that point? Just right, because that's when people put the most money in the market. Right then, like what I just told you, that's when people, they, you know, if I just liquidate my 401k and dump it in, because I could get a quick 10x here. That is when people start finding money. They take out loans, they max out credit cards, and they put it all into crypto. And I know what I'm saying sounds strange, but where do you think that money comes from? When you see the market just start going up in a straight line, straight up, because the owners, the overseers, they decide to start pushing the price up of Bitcoin, where do you think the rest of the money comes from? If you notice the news, you're going to start noticing on the news too. I don't know if you've seen it, but I expected this to happen. You know, they start mentioning crypto more. You start seeing it on your Alexa app or on your phone or MSNBC or Yahoo.com or websites that you go to. They start, oh, this is your crypto update today. They weren't doing that a year ago, a year and a half ago. This whole thing is happening now is planned. So this bull market is going to happen with you or without you. And how high are we going to go? Higher than before. We're going higher than before. How high are we really going to go? We're going to go high enough to cause FOMO. Whatever the number is, that's where we're going. We're going there. So let's make sure that you're ready. Make sure you have your rocket boots on. You're strapped up and you're ready to go. Buckle up. You know, make sure you have your drink. You're not, because just enjoy the ride. You don't need to drive. Just make sure that you're wearing whatever you need to wear to be comfortable. Make sure you're fully prepared. You've packed. You know, you brought what you needed with you, whatever tools it is that you need. You know, you also have an escape plan, because you're gonna need one. You're gonna need one. You're gonna try to shove this big bag down the chimney. You better have a plan. And I'm telling you, stuff is about to get real. It's about to get real. Yeah, I just thought about everyone that's going to be coming in, and they're going to be coming in at the heights of the market when there's all of this hysteria and all of this mania, and when the coins are going to be at some astronomical levels. We look at SUI right now, SUI and Tau. I think they're good indicators of what's to come. Remember, we're not really in altcoin season yet, right? Altcoin season is when the altcoin indicator is above 75. And I think last time I checked, it was like 40 something, right? Imagine when Bitcoin really breaks all-time highs. Bitcoin's at 85K, 90K. The FOMO starts coming in. Altcoins start to pump. They really start to pump. If Bitcoin really breaks 100K and sustains it and stays above there, and it sustains that price level, even with retracements, at that point, the bags that you hold, if you were doing the right thing, at that point, the bags you hold become life-changing. You start being able to do things that you didn't think it was possible and would be almost impossible to do with your job. There would be no way you can do that just with your job, right? So that's where we're headed, guys. That's where we're headed. Make sure that you have a plan, that you have a level head. You have an on-ramp, you have an off-ramp. If you don't know which exchanges you're on, go and find out which ones that you signed up with. Sign up with as much exchanges as you can get on, right? Because when this stuff starts hitting the fan, it's going to be like, you need to make this trade right away. You need to do this transfer right away, but your exchange is down. And this has never happened before. You didn't think this could happen to your exchange because it's never happened before. It's going to happen to your favorite exchange. You need to sell right now because you didn't expect this thing to go up 800% in one day. You want to sell right now. And you go to your app, oh my God, and wait, I can't sell. I can't sell, right? Or you're trying to transfer something and you can't transfer, it's down. Or you get denied from transferring. Look, get your on-ramps and your off-ramps situated today. Because as I speak, I'm giving you a range, right? I'm saying October to April, October of this year to the end of this year, going into April next year. I'm giving you a range. It could be off by a couple months, on to the right a couple months, to the left a couple months. But yeah, if you don't have altcoins, you don't want to be that guy, because you're gonna want in. You're gonna want in. So let's get in when the prices are low relative to Bitcoin. We're at the lows. Just get in when it's at the low. If Bitcoin falls back to 52K, just buy a little bit more in all the alts, right? But don't think, oh well, Bitcoin's at 52K. I guess I was wrong. I guess all the YouTubers are wrong. I guess we're not in a bull market. I guess this time is different. Look, this time could be different. I could be wrong, right? Let's say there's a 50-50 chance. Let's say there's 50% chance. I don't think it is, but let's say there's a 50% chance that I'm wrong, a flip of a coin, and that could be the case. If that's true, then you lose 40% of your money, or whatever percent of the money is in, and it's horrible. And that's not my plan. I'm heavily invested. I would hate to see that, right? But if I'm right, what do I make? A 40x? So if I'm wrong, I lose 40%. If I'm right, I make 4,000%, or some ridiculous number of percent. Like, if I go to Vegas and I'm wrong, I lose everything, right? And I'm almost guaranteed to lose at Vegas, because the odds are so rigged against you. Like, you're gonna lose at Vegas, right? So I will play a game with averages, where the odds are in my favor, and if I win, it changes my life. That's what I got for you today. Remember to take care of yourself, your loved ones, your mental, spiritual, and physical health. This is Crypto.XL, and I'll see you at the top.
Welcome to Crypto.XL, where we uncover the hidden gems of the crypto market. Are you ready to discover the next big thing in investing? Get ready to embark on an exhilarating journey with us as we hunt for small cap coins with the potential to explode. Join us as we dive deep into the world of small cap cryptocurrencies, exploring their untapped potential and uncovering opportunities for growth that could turn your investment into a fortune. Whether you're a seasoned investor looking for the next big winner, or a newcomer eager to learn the ropes, Crypto.XL is your ultimate destination for insightful analysis, expert tips, and the latest trends in the small cap crypto market. Remember, this is not financial advice. Only invest money you can afford to lose. Don't miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Hit that subscribe button and join us on this thrilling adventure to uncover small cap gems that could skyrocket your portfolio to new heights. Let's make 50-100x gains together.
And we're live. Good day, guys. This is Crypto.XL, back today with more crypto updates and news. And as predicted, the Ethereum ETF has passed